going into round 3 here. It looks like we're going to have Jake versus Eugene in the future slot. And the Stonecutters are just one small win away from taking the MKM championship. And it looks like both players have kept, and we're good to go. Eugene is doing us all a favor and saving some time by just cracking his escape tunnel on his own turn. Jake then gets to play a Thundering Falls and Surveil. Land 2 pass for Eugene. Jake untaps. Tunnel Sipser is nice, but then it's going to immediately get killed by the long goodbye. Looked like Eugene was just, ooh. This is our first appearance of Teysa, Opulent Oligarch on camera. Card is a beating. Of course, he sort of needs to get that first trigger. So if Jake can deal with it right now, then it's just kind of a 2-3 death touch. But Jake doesn't have a ton in the way of removal in his deck. And I think his most common play here is going to be, just playing a disguise creature, which is not going to line up very well against Teysa. That's going to allow Eugene to get the ball rolling here. How's it going, Kyle? Welcome back.
How are you?
Good.
How's that match going?
It's been a really tight one. But the Stonecutters are one win away here. I have to imagine that, Jake's taking a lot of time here to... ooh, never mind. He actually plays Krenko and attacks.
Commentating? I can floor swap.
Interesting. I was thinking that there are very few 3-power things that Jake would be able to use to block Teysa, but instead he just lets her in. Eugene's going to be able to make that first clue. He's got a nice curve going here. Remove a spell Teysa into Surveillance Monitor. Looks like he doesn't have enough evidence to collect right away, but he does get a clue here.
Now, there is a Offender at Large and a Shock in Jake's hand, and a Frantic Scapegoat.
Say again? Sorry, I didn't miss.
There's a Shock, a Frantic Scapegoat, and an Offender at Large in Jake's hand.
Thank you. So not a clean answer to Teysa is what you're saying.
Eugene has some decent power in a Benthic Criminologist and an Undercity Eliminator in his hand. So, he's a...
And Teysa being able to... Teysa's going to be able to make sure he keeps hitting the land drops he needs to get all that stuff online, too.
Yes.
I think she's just going to make a clean runaway here.
Are
from the
those
looks
two
of it.
cards in his graveyard and Eugene's graveyard to... Oh, those are like access
It's
tunnel?
it's
okay.
a escape
So
tunnel.
making sure they're
and,
part of the game. So that's
long goodbye.
So that should be the Offender at Large. And we're going to play, I assume, the Frantic Scapegoat also to get into damage.
That's interesting. He...
Oh, maybe not.
It's an interesting attack with the Krenko last turn, but then not attacking this turn,
Yeah, because here you could... I think Eugene might just attack this Eliminator to get rid of the Krenko.
Eliminator can sack artifacts as well, right?
Yes. So it can sacrifice them.
Uh-huh. And so I think that triggers Teysa as well to make a spirit, right?
I think so, yeah.
pretty good. Yep, there you go.
Yep.
That is quite good. And now you get to
You
attack for
what?
5 as well.
5, yep. And
Jake made a goblin before Krenko got killed there. Not
Gotcha.
even... Oh, wait, no, yeah. Teysa would have been threatened by
kind of
the double block there. So
kind of awkward that Jake can't really profitably flip up this offender at large because Eugene could block with Eliminator and Spirit. So that would be Jake's whole turn.
Yeah,
so.
it's just like...
And
Jake's in such an awkward spot where he...
Shock is looking pretty bad against Eugene's
all these X3s.
million X3s, and also this Criminologist in his hand.
That's not going to be a good target either.
Yeah.
Jake's in a tough spot where it feels like he can neither attack nor block very well.
And again, like similar to every kind of matchup we've seen so far, it's the big push and pull of how fast can Jake put pressure into play. Like Eugene, their team has their removal, like another Longing Body on the side of the field, right? And another Undercity Eliminator. And the question is, if you can't put on that pressure early, do you have enough time as the aggro deck to put in like to assemble your combo of like how can I get like 1 million damage in one turn or something, right?
Yeah.
So there's going to be an attack here.
Jake's probably just going to get in for 7 here, I guess.
I think so, but like you're tapping.
But then you're taking 8 on the backswing, and
Yeah, here's the awkward part about it. Yeah, but exactly. Like if you flip up the offender at large, you only get in 7 damage down to 10. Eugene gets to attack back for 8,
okay, so
and also gets a whole turn to do stuff.
No flip here.
Yep, that
The
goblin,
goblin
should
is
be
dead.
dead. Yep.
Yeah.
And then here's an eavesdropper.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
I like this a lot more.
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. Yeah, you waste your whole turn just to get some damage in when you're nowhere close to lethal. You got to be adding to the board.
We get to sack right away, trigger Teysa again,
Make it 1/1.
draw a card.
1/1. These 1/1s soaking up a lot of damage also.
Yep.
Like, kind of like we said with Brian's, like with Eugene wouldn't have lifelink, but these 1/1s are essentially gaining him like 3+ life a turn whenever they're on jumping duty, right?
Yep. It's gonna get to make another clue here. So, Teysa, we found the what's the name of the criminologists?
Bend the Criminologist?
Yeah, we found the wombo combo with criminologists. Is
Yeah.
Teysa making a clue every turn, which
And
then
then
you
sacking
can
it to
then
get 1/1.
sack and make.
Does
make a
Teysa make a
spirit.
clue just on upkeep or something? Or
No, whenever you sack a clue once per turn.
what does it make the clue though?
On your end step, if you dealt damage to the opponent this turn.
I see.
Looks like Jake just took 6 there.
Yes. Vengeful Creeper hits the field.
Just a face-up creeper here. Actually, not the worst. It's got good blocks here. It does not have trample.
Yeah, it's so awkward now because like the board's getting muddled up so fast, and we know that the disguised creature is the younger at large. Like there's no like way to push through all this toughness.
Yeah, Jake does not want to be just stabilizing and surviving. He needs to be on
and
the offensive.
The issue is now the Teysa on its own is just this win condition that's going to keep snowballing out of control with all these spirits and clues, right?
Yeah.
But Eugene just gets to make awesome attacks on either way. So draw a card. Wombo combo.
So we
definitely
can, I assume we're blocking Criminologist with the creeper here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eavesdropper on,
Just
the
any
monitor,
on the monitor.
take 4.
Down to 5. But are we okay with this chronologist. There has to be some sort of trick here, right?
Yeah, I would have to imagine so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just. Is there a reason to do that before blocks were declared?
You guarantee it survives that way.
Oh, I see.
think.
Because you can double block with the 2/2 and the
Yeah.
3/3 on the chronologist, but you would get in 7 damage instead.
We're not too worried about
Yeah, I mean, I don't. There's, I don't.
3
there's-
points
There's
or
no
for
way.
a little bit of damage.
There's no way Eugene loses this game at this point.
And we know what the face down is. It's still the offender at large, right?
Yes. Which again is just without trample is not getting it anytime
No.
soon.
And again, Jake is just like kind of looking for ways to survive here, which surviving isn't actually surviving, or surviving isn't winning, I should say.
I mean, I
Yeah.
wouldn't even play this game anymore. I think. Not waste the energy. There's
Sure.
there's so few ways to get 15 damage in at this point. It's like pyrotechnics.
Yeah, I mean,
I guess
we're round 3 of the
Wait,
finals
wait, wait.
here. You know,
Pyrotechnic
yeah.
guy is 3.
Sure. And
Fender,
then
Fender
5.
is 7. Can you stack the triggers? So you get the plus 2 so first.
Sure, 7,
10.
and then 7 more on attacks. Clandestine Meddler. Is that going to suspect anything? I would probably do like the criminologist or something, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And now this should be lethal, right?
Looks like 3 in the air, 4 menace. Yeah, Jake's going to scoop them up. All right, and
See
that
if the
leaves
disguise
Stone.
creatures are real fast.
Oh, yeah. Can we flip the disguises? Jake?
Oh, you're good.
There you go.
So
There you go.
that wasn't
So that
not enough time.
that was pretty much
was close,
that was pretty much
actually.
exactly what he needed.
Yeah,
but
he would've-
just was under a little too much pressure
You
there.
would have needed more time, A, and B, another disguise creature to have that game plan go together.
All right, and so that
Stonecutters.
leaves
game away.
Stonecutters just 1 game away from championship glory. What do we see here? Putting back the clandestine meddler.
And has a vengeful creeper, a forest
All
and
right.
swamp. There's 3 lands in Eugene's hand. Just didn't have no
And a
problem.
vengeful creeper, yeah.
Yeah, no problem making a play on turn 3.
Somebody let me borrow the.
That was
Oh,
me.
that was you. Okay.
Are these also Jocelyn's too?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Then they're just both of ours. Are they? Were yours also Black Dragon?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine, that's
I
fine.
didn't make
No, it's not a big deal. Totally fine.
And are the basic lands back in that
Yeah,
pile too?
basic
Perfect.
ones on the pile.
Great.
Okay, alright. Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so Jake has got the turn 2 scout, right?
The rookie.
Rookie.
The sharp-eyed.
Sharp-eyed rookie, thank you.
Huh? Yeah, yeah.
Into
Ooh,
Cranko?
into
Okay.
Cranko. That's
Well,
an amazing start.
this is probably the best start he's had so far, right? Tagging for 6, make a
What
clue.
would make this better? I don't
Yeah.
like the scapegoat.
I guess, yeah.
I guess. I mean, that's exactly where you want to be.
Yep.
Being down a game in a match that you have to win.
And we know Eugene's just probably playing a disguise creature this turn, right?
Well,
Yeah.
I guess also because they're
Yep, there it is.
they don't need to. Sorry, they don't need to sweep, right? Or do they? No.
Infinite Revenge needs to sweep.
Oh,
here, yes.
they do need. To, yeah, you're
Yes.
right. Yeah. So. Yeah, you have to win, and this is definitely a great start because now Eugene can block.
Yeah,
and
this
you're
is
going
sort of-
8 on turn 4.
Yep.
At minimum. Like I think one of the radicals will be nuts here. Get a clue, grow your guy.
Yep.
The
That would
pressure-
probably just slam
pressure
the door.
is on.
Yeah, something with 4 power or toughness would probably just slam the door here.
I think
I would have to
it'd
imagine.
be pretty tough if Jake slams a Radical here. Oh, by cracking the clue. So
You
sorry,
make you can
Make a
pay
red.
red to make a goblin. Does the goblin have haste as well? I don't know. We're just gonna shock. Clear the way for our another 6 damage here.
Yeah, I guess that's fine if you have no like creature to deploy, or if you have like a combat
guess-
trick in hand.
I guess they were considering whether to crack the clue and try to hit a land drop there, but
I can see that. Yeah.
it's probably not worth it.
No play from Eugene. So
You would also want to be paying the red for Krenko as well. So now might be the time though. Crack a clue, make a goblin, attack for 7.
Mm-hmm. So no black mana from Eugene means that you're not
No-
going to run into
no
any
long goodbye,
or
yeah.
like slice from the shadows
Exactly,
or
yeah.
any tricks like that.
We
I
saw
mean, does he have you like not on my watch?
not that I recall.
Yeah.
We saw-
Not that I remember.
We saw his opening hand. I don't feel like I remember seeing.
I just saw the 3 lands in the vengeful creature.
Yeah. Okay, so we're not sacking a clue. We're just gonna go.
I think we're just maybe thinking about if we should put a creature in play potentially. I'm just going to combat, all right. Attack for 6. And
Go to 2.
Go to 2.
I think I heard Eugene said take it. Oh, that'll
That's game.
do it. Okay.
all right, game 3.
Going to game 3.
Like, do you keep a so like here's a question: if you're Jake on the draw in game 3, do you keep a hand that has lands and spells but no mountains? I know I didn't see, but like say for example that's what his hand is. How do you feel about that? Like if you have like if you have like never
Oh,
mind.
there's a mountain. Okay.
But I didn't see, so I think that was probably the back half of his hand. But I was kind of curious, like, what happens if like that's his hand is like green spells but no mountains? I think you still keep on the draw. Gonna deploy.
Ooh, but of course it's got the
Yeah.
Eugene's got the
You
kill
still
spell
keep
lined
shooting.
up. Clandestine Meddler is just a 3/2 for now.
Yeah. An unexciting clandestine meddler for sure, but
Again, I don't think it was something that Eugene was excited to run in the first place, but
no, this is not the deck I think where it shines, but it's just a curve filler at this point.
I knew it was coming. That's why I wasn't playing a creature.
I think we're probably on what are we disguising this turn on Jake's side?
certainly statistically what his deck has done in the past.
Yeah. I mean, he has what? 6?
A good like
Something like
8,
that.
I would say,
Yeah.
disguised
1,
creatures.
2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Just heard Lucas say gonna bring out Kellen. So that's nice for him, I'm sure. And Jake decides on which disguised creature he's gonna play. Passes it back.
Curious as if he would play one that he's fine triggering off with the meddler.
Is that the 4th color on Eugene's side?
Ooh.
Am I
Yeah.
just rattling him
White,
off?
blue, black, green.
1, 2,
the
3, 4.
natural.
Yeah.
As someone who plays 4 or 5 color decks a lot in limited,
I was about to
it's a
say.
very powerful feeling.
Can you
having
tell
one
us-
of every mana in your deck in play on turn 4?
Can you tell us how exactly you go about accomplishing such a feat as playing 4 different basics on turns 1 through 4?
Oh, okay. Playing the basics is I can't speak to. That's a trade secret. But to making those decks work, lots of fixing and dual lands and leveraging green fixing also. But how I do it to put WUbg into play on turn 5, I'll never share. Current status on drafts right now is that we're finishing up the Modern Horizons 2 draft and the cube draft. I think the cubers are going to start one more draft, and then we have 5 booster drafters, so I might hop in there.
Sweet.
But we're waiting on the MH2 draft to finish up. It's a little slow, but I think it's almost done.
Ooh, looks like exit paying the ward on the disguised creature.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and it's gonna deal 3.
That's awesome for Jake.
Yeah, that was a really
Now
nice
that's-
exchange.
That's 6 damage and like just has a lightning bolt back in this thing.
Yep.
Or a lava spike. With a lava spike with high upside.
Yeah, that was quite a good. Turned out to be quite a good turn for Jake there.
I think the second draft won't take as long. We had some newer players in the first draft, but I think the second draft will be a team draft, so it'll be a little faster.
Since when are team drafts faster?
We gotta see if it even fires first. Attack for 3 down to 14. A makeshift bind. Okay, that's a nice follow up. Puts Eugene back up to 16.
Good chance we're just gonna see Performer
Come back into play.
disguised here again.
The binding is a real nice way to kind of undo that unfortunate
The first
sounds.
Performer
of the
trigger,
performer,
yeah.
So, yeah. Things are not as bad as they could be for Eugene by any means. Disguise a creature. We're thinking about it.
Leaving up double red here, so representing shock plus undisguise. Yeah,
Or Felonious Rage also.
sure. I don't think we've seen that on the stack yet.
He's
huh?
when I saw Jake was shuffling his deck, it's still in his deck.
Yep.
We have never seen it cast. Alright, untap and draw from Eugene.
Eugene did miss a land drop last turn after going natural 4.
He did, yeah. Attack for 3, the Meddler. Just gonna...
I imagine just take 3 here.
Yeah, I think from Jake's side, you're totally fine using your Lentil as a resource here and not wanting to give up your board. Especially if that disguise is not the Pyrotechnic and it's something else that you can get damage off of with the Pyrotechnic soon.
I would guess that it is Pyro, just because
I
you
would have
would have the mana to
to flip it.
get the 3 damage in this turn. Yeah.
Unless Jake is trying to plan for a larger turn or sequence where he can get more damage in.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see.
Or has Eugene on a kill spell and trying to bait it out.
Could be.
I think we're in second main here still. Still no land drop from Eugene.
Yeah, just
Have
consulting
to-
with his teammate.
It's just a monitor. We do have enough to
Make
collect
a,
evidence here. Yeah, we are making the Thopter
Top here, yep.
with the surveillance
And I guess we're
monitor.
going to take 3 from a performer.
And we're pinging for 3. So Lucas is getting very animated. Does that mean he won or lost?
I mean, Lucas was up 1, so I think in the time that it's been, I think he won. Andrew, no?
Jake is going to surveil off the Thundering Falls here. Put a Tunnel Tipster into the grave.
Okay.
Makes sense.
It's not what's going to win him this game. I mean,
Nope.
he's starting to get under the gun now.
Have to imagine it's just another disguise here. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't think you can attack, especially not now that you don't have airtight alibi mana up. Of course, a double block would still kill the performer in that case.
I did my part. We've all won one, Aaron.
No, I don't think he's running any blue spells. I think it's just a surveil land.
Yeah, he has no blue spells.
Eugene does not slam land 5, so we have to assume that he still has a spellful hand.
Wondering what our attacks are here.
I think you can definitely attack with the Meddler, probably with the Thopter,
Yeah,
and it,
I don't know.
and
if
it
we're-
might be all.
Yeah, it's tricky. If it's all of them, I feel like that could be really sketchy with this random disguised creature chilling out over here.
What would you be worried about?
Like flipping up like a Hellion and gain attack for 9.
Yeah, okay,
Also.
sure. So maybe leaving back a Thopter for chump duty.
Yeah. I do like attacking with the Meddler. I don't want to give up the Monitor just yet.
So yeah, I think it's safe to assume that Lucas won
Yes, Lucas won.
his match. And so we're at 4-3 now.
Yeah, Aaron and David are still going. We know that Aaron at least one game won. But again, for Infinite Revenge to win this tournament, this game needs to go to Jake. And there's definitely pressure on with with the tempo now in Eugene's hand, how he's going to get across the finish line. But performer in play is a great way to start.
You
getting
can
to
the finish line can come out of nowhere.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yep, so here's attack just with the Meddler.
Yep, a little conservative little attack here, just getting in for 3.
Jake goes down to 8. No reason to block.
Oof. That's a pretty nice post-combat follow-up there. Get to make the clue now.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough to beat once again, I think.
So now the board is getting very mucked up from Eugene's side,
Yep.
making it really hard, I think, for Jake to push through
think
damage traditionally.
He's going to be leaning pretty heavily on this performer to
So here's
to
the
burn out
thing.
here.
What if that disguise creature is a green pill radical? How does that change things?
Certainly gets you close.
Yeah, because you put 5 damage on face down to 8, and you'd have 9 trample coming in. It's not lethal, but that could certainly smooth or kind of clear up the board a bit for Jake if he has the land for it. But it's a lot more difficult if it's like a defender at large or a Hellion, where I don't think you have any good attacks. You just kind of have to sit back and flip on your opponent's turn. Yeah, the radical A-Funk would be definitely step 1. But
It's probably
it's not lethal, right?
not yet. Not the first one anyway. Oh,
Oh, well, it is.
That's-
It is a green belt radical.
it was indeed a radical. So now I think, do you have to attack?
Now
Or
that
do
we know,
you-
I think you.
I think you just wait and flip it up at the end of Eugene's turn.
So then Eugene goes to 8, but then you're losing out on the trample.
Yeah.
I think you attack here.
With both?
Yeah.
You're
You're not dead because the thing is they have to block.
How do you get the last damage through that?
Shock.
Huh?
Shock. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But the thing is, like, I don't know what's better, right?
Yeah.
Like now that Eugene, because Eugene didn't have lethal this turn, right? Like I think you might have had to attack that turn, force them to block, get in 5, 10, like 11 in damage potentially. Absolutely, yeah. I think now Jake has cut off winning through like a shock or something.
Yeah.
Because now his next turn, I mean, he flips with the radical now, puts Eugene to 8. How are you crossing over the last points of damage before Eugene wins the match, or wins the match, right? Or tries to win the match. I think you attack there because you force a block, and you're not taking lethal on the backswing, and now you give yourself a room to shock.
Oof.
And now the door is closing so fast.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now Eugene has the Criminologist Tesa combo online again. And the board is just getting way too gummed up. Looks like he forgot to make a clue there, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Or I think we're
There we go.
going to end step, and then, yeah.
So we did flip up. Eugene is taking 5.
There's no, like, overrun or a way to... I don't know what else there...
Yeah, the trample is off the table now.
I think it was just attacked last turn.
I mean, I
It was
think
the only way
it's...
out.
It depends on what's in his hand. I think
No, for sure.
the follow-up play could be, play a couple of disguise creatures and just go for the pure burn play. Because holding up these creatures makes it hard for Eugene to kill you, within a couple turns. So we're just going to play Criminal of Sympath. So that,
I think now the door is closed.
Yep. Very, very likely. So there's
Tunnel.
some unblockable damage,
Tunnel
maybe.
can make the Tesa unblockable.
Do you, though, or do you just keep...
Oh, I'm wondering if you get lethal. I don't think we do.
I think you'd probably just attack with, like, the Thopters.
Thopter and Spirit.
Yeah. Ooh, make your move.
I think now...
Pretty nice here.
Now this changes things.
Now you get to attack with the Criminologist again as well.
If you made the Tesa unblockable here... Oh, he left the Tesa... Okay. You block, and a block is 5 down to 2. Yeah, there's no way for them to
3,
untap
4,
and have 8 damage.
5. Both of your things die. Yeah, I think that's...
I think the attack with Tesa was lethal. Not that, like,
I
Jake would have
think-
a way out, I think, the next turn.
Yeah, I think it's very likely you're just supposed to attack with Tesa there, no matter what. But I also think, you're looking for ways to lose the game.
To not lose.
Yeah.
At this point, everything's so locked up.
How are we doing? We're still casting spells. Red herring attack. Block with the spirit, sack, draw. Play a goblin mask maker. That's going to be the match.
Congratulations to the Stonecutters.
Congratulations, Stonecutters. The Murders at Karlov Manor Team Draft LA champions.
Yo, what up?
Congrats, Eugene
Thank
and
you.
the Stonecutters. You are our Team Draft LA Murders at Karlov Manor season champions. If you want to hold the trophy
Thank
aloft, your name's going to go right there, I would imagine. Excellent work. Go ahead and give it a switch. What do you say?
Wait, this thing turns on?
Yeah. Hey.
Nice.
We've done it. We've lit the fire.
Nice.
So-
Thanks, Alex.
So you guys, the Stonecutters, all ended up roughly in like the Esper sphere. It looked like a little bit of green in there too, and your opponent's Infinite Revenge all ended up in sort of the Teamer sphere. It seemed like. That seemed like an unusual run out for the draft. Was it something? Did your teammates get together beforehand and decide that maybe the Esper colors were something you were interested in drafting, or do you all just kind of agree individually that those cards are where you want to be? What do you think contributed to where the decks ended up in this draft?
Yeah, well, okay, so I want to shout out to Sam Black, who I know is watching this.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, great. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mr. Black, talked about the Esper Flyers deck, and then more recently talked about the four-color deck or something like that, which is basically just Esper Flyers plus red.
Yep.
Which is a great deck. And the thing is, everybody hates playing black, so it's like always going to be open in this set. And here I don't.
Certainly was.
No, black was very open. So we drafted it, and I didn't think all three of us were going to do that. But we did, and it worked.
And it worked, I guess.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I want to send a big thank you out to the league. I love the community. You guys are amazing. Every single one of you in this league. I know everyone's playing their best. We're helping each other out. It's just a loving community, and I just feel so grateful to be a part of it. And I think we're just going to continue to grow, continue to get better. I hear a super team's getting together next season. But
Let's keep that hush hush for now.
Edit that. But yeah, it's been a blast. Couldn't ask for more.
I just love it. This is a thing.
That warms my heart. That's what it's all about. That's what we do it for right there. Thank you guys so much, and congrats again. Huge shout outs to Game Realms. JD is back there. Will, they're our gracious hosts and have been for many seasons, like probably close to a year by now. We've been putting on these season finals, and they've just been such wonderful, gracious hosts. A great space with all this fantastic streaming equipment and everything. Couldn't do it without them. So shout out to Game Realms. Thank you guys so much, everyone, for joining, and we'll see you in Thunder Junction. Peace.